It's just past 5 in the morning and I have an airplane to catch in less than 3 hours. Okay. Probably not very legal. But that's still looking out. Very possible. It's still really early in the morning. The first train to the airport departs around 5:30 in the morning here, so I had one of the first trains to make it on time to be also able to have a breakfast at the business class lounge. As we are departing from Suvarnabhumi airport, a difficult name, but there are 2 airports in the city, so you need to know which one you are flying from. It's a simple trip by public transport directly to the airport terminal. Yes, a taxi is also an option. That would probably be pretty quick during this time of day. But since the station was basically right outside my hotel, why bother? We are heading straight for the Thai Airways Royal Silk Lounge, where I found a spot with a view over the terminal building. It was not extremely busy, but there were quite a number of people scattered in this large lounge. There also was another entrance and exit, spreading people even more. There are a number of breakfast options. None of them seem spectacular though, and those served on the islands are running out quickly. I guess it's just too busy for the morning rush hour for staff to keep up. Anyway, I started with a glass of chilled milk. My breakfast was a number of slices of cheese, ham and some yogurt. Nothing special, but I would have a meal on the flight later on as well. Also, I'm not a big breakfast eater, but I do like my coffee and milk in the morning. The flight today is a regional flight within the borders of ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. You can call it a light version of the EU, very light. The flight route shown for this scheduled 3.5-hour flight is the route the plane flew during my flight, which eventually ended up lasting short of 3 hours, which is typical on this route. Thai Airways is the national airline of Thailand. It was founded in 1988 from a merger between 2 state-owned airlines. Boarding was smooth as business class passengers had the front door to themselves, where other passengers were boarding through the door further back in the plane. It's simple and it works. More airlines should do this. It's just a little extra effort that goes a long way, at least for me. As I was one of the first to board, it was a quick suitcase push towards the smaller business class section. For the first time in, well, ever, my seatbelt was a 3-point one. I haven't seen it on a flight before, as far as I can remember. Possibly because most of my flights are just in economy class though. But the seat was wide and the footrest deeply tucked away under the console of the seat in front of me. While I'm Dutch, I'm not very tall, but passengers that are much taller than me would not have a problem fitting their feet in there as well. While the plane filled up with passengers behind me, I familiarized myself with the seating for the coming hours. There were quite a few people in business class as well, but since the cabin is split in 2 parts and every seat has a cocoon-like environment, it's all pretty private. So outside this definition screen, what else do we have? We have a nice fluffy purple pillow. Later. a heavy blanket, which seems to be quite thick. So that's something I need to try as well. And we have our little headset, AKG for Thai Airways. We are still waiting for departure. But once we're off, then breakfast will be served. So let's lay back for a little bit. Of course, in business class you can expect noise-cancelling headphones. No different with Thai Airways. They were a tight fit, but indeed filtered the main noise factor, engine sounds, pretty decently. The in-flight entertainment, on a high-definition screen, was kind of sluggish. Moving the mouse around the screen needed some practice, as it was pretty slow as well. The good part was that the list of movies and series available was pretty long. I'm sure you can easily fill an intercontinental flight watching in-flight entertainment only. This was just for a 3-hour flight though. Here I'm going through what's being served. All pretty standard for a breakfast. Some bread, yogurt, butter, jam and honey. A little salad on the side of the main dish of this breakfast, which was a salmon-filled scrambled egg with sausage and sweet potato. And now we have had our breakfast, let's check out the business class toilet. Can't go take a plane and not have a look at the toilet. All the basic amenities are here, inclusive of warm and cold water, not potable of course. There is also space to change the smelly diaper if there is the need to do so. Let's try the settings on my chair. It has a lazy setting and a flat setting. That isn't 180 degrees, but still comfortably flat. It also is a bit ridiculous to expect a flat bed on a 3-hour trip. But anyway, it's comfy enough. There is no door to close your cocoon, but there is enough privacy you won't be disturbed by other passengers walking by. Before landing, let's check the emergency procedure card. Ease of booking. I booked this ticket through Singapore Airlines as a Star Alliance member, so I could choose my KrisFlyer Air Miles. I had to pay an airline surcharge though. Things are tough. 4 stars. Level of comfort. The lounge wasn't extraordinary, but it's better than sitting on the ground. On board it was much better though. 4 stars. Time traveled. This direct flight departed on time, arrived within 3 hours, with not too long of a taxi on both airports. 5 stars. Food options. The food options at the lounge were not up to standard when I was there during breakfast rush. The meal on board was a regular one as well. 3 stars. Price comparison. As said before, I bought this ticket with Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer miles and only had to add taxes and a surcharge. Nothing really out of the ordinary. 4 stars. Altogether, this trip gets 20 out of 25 stars.